Patience and Willpower 5, A Deeper Dive. I had been reading my notes and I still couldn't understand what being a warrior entailed, or what the idea of will meant. Will isn't an idea. We are different, you and I. Our characters are not alike. Your nature is more violent than mine. When I was your age, I wasn't violent, but mean. You are the opposite. My benefactor was like that. He would have been perfectly suited to be your teacher. He was a great sorcerer. But he didn't see. Not the way I see. Or Renaldo sees. I understand the world and live guided by my seeing. My benefactor, on the other hand, had to live as a warrior. If a man sees, he doesn't have to live like a warrior or like anything else, for he can see things as they really are and direct his life accordingly. But considering your character, I would say that you may never learn to see, in which case you may have to live your entire life like a warrior. My benefactor said that when a man embarks on the paths of sorcery, he becomes aware in a gradual manner that ordinary life has been forever left behind. That knowledge is indeed a frightening affair. That the means of the ordinary world are no longer a buffer for him, and that he must adopt a new way of life if he's going to survive. The first thing you have to do at that point is to want to become a warrior, a very important step and decision. The frightening nature of knowledge leaves one no alternative but to become a warrior. By the time knowledge becomes a frightening affair, the man also realizes that death is the irreplaceable partner that sits next to him on the mat. Every bit of knowledge that becomes power has death at its central force. Death lends the ultimate touch, and whatever is touched by death indeed becomes power. A man who follows the paths of sorcery is confronted with imminent annihilation every turn of the way, and unaware he becomes keenly aware of his death. Without the awareness of death, he would be only an ordinary man involved in ordinary acts. He would lack the necessary potency, the necessary concentration that transforms one's ordinary time on earth into magical power. Thus, to be a warrior, man has to be, first of all, and rightfully so, keenly aware of his own death. But to be concerned with death would force any one of us to focus on the self, and that would be debilitating. So the next thing one needs to be a warrior is detachment. The idea of imminent death, instead of becoming an obsession, becomes indifference. Do you understand?